Good morning, everyone. I'm back from my little hiatus where I went back to my home country to see my family for Christmas. It ended up being a great experience. I had all of these cool, powerful conversations with people that I don't get to see that much anymore because I live so far away. It was really great. Gift of the year, by the way, I wanted to show you guys. My sister got me the actual Ocarina of Time, which was super cool. I've been practicing with it, but it's going to be really useful because the next time I make a notation mistake in one of my videos, I'm going to be able to go back in time and correct it. So that's really great for the channel as well. But yeah, 2017, what a crazy year. Tekken 7 finally came out for console, and it ended up being one of the most successful releases in the franchise's history. What a great game. I think we went past something like 3 million copies yesterday, so the game has really become like a major presence in the world of fighting games right now, and I think that's super, super cool. I also created my YouTube channel in 2017. It's a pipe dream that I've had for a long time, and almost didn't do it. But I realized that I was in a little bit of a unique position because I'd had a couple of years of experience with Tekken 7 in the arcades here in Japan, and I think I was one of very few people who actually had like years of hands-on experience with the game and could speak English. And so if I was ever gonna get off my ass and actually start trying to make content for YouTube, that was a very unique opportunity, and I'm so glad I actually tried, because I almost didn't. And so that's what I'm thinking about now at the end of the year, all the things in life that we almost do and almost don't do. And I hope you had a great 2017 as well, and if you didn't, I hope that in 2018 you find the strength to do some of those things that you are almost doing at the moment, and start working towards all of your goals as well. If there's going to be some sort of like silly little message from my channel at the end of the year, I think it's going to be that. Try and find the strength to do the things that you are almost doing right now. I also want to talk a little bit about the channel going forward, and I also want to give out some shout outs, which is something that I haven't really done on this channel, and I haven't done it like at all before, but I need to. There are two names that come to mind that I really want to mention here. The first one is the Blasted Salami, who is a great content creator for YouTube. I've actually been talking privately with Dorya, who runs that channel. He's a great guy. I was very surprised to learn that he actually lives on the same island as me here in Japan. We haven't met yet, but we've talked a little bit about maybe making some content together in the future, and I thought that was really exciting. So yeah, he's a great guy and he runs a great channel. The main thing that stands out to me about his channel is just the production value, like the sheer quality of the videos. He's obviously a very skilled editor compared to me. I'm just doing cobbling together what I can in terms of basic tools and making these videos, but it's really almost a cinematic experience to watch his stuff sometimes, and that's really, really cool. So big thank you to him and all the things he's doing for the community. The other person I want to mention is the main man, Sui, or just the main man, who is a Swedish content creator for YouTube who has been in the game for a very long time. He was one of the guys I was watching when I was new to the to Tekken, when I was trying to learn many years ago, and it was really cool to hear him in one of his recent videos talk about my channel and mention how he thinks it's a good channel. It was really, really cool because he's somebody who's been an inspiration to me. But the main thing that stands out to me about Main Man is how good he is at Tekken, which is pretty cool. I mean, you can watch his videos, and if you just watch his gameplay and you try and soak up a lot of knowledge just watching his decision making, I think you can learn a lot of things, because I think he's a seriously talented player when it comes to Tekken. He's just very, very, very good. I mean, the quality of his content is great overall, but the main thing about him is I think he's just a super strong player, and yeah, I really recommend you check him out if you haven't already. Obviously, his channel is much bigger than mine, so if you know about me, you probably know about him, but if you haven't, check him out, because he's a serious player and he has a great channel. So thanks a lot to him for inspiring me to make my channel, and for creating a lot of great content for the community as well. I just want to talk a little bit about 2018 and all the stuff going forward. I mean, 2017 was such a great year for fighting games. Tekken 7, which was a huge success. Injustice 2, which was a big success as well. We had all of these great fighting games, and now in 2018 it looks like it's going to be even better. A lot of people are excited about the Dragon Ball Fighters. I don't play that style of fighting game a lot, but I really liked Guilty Gear Xrd. It's a great game. and it's very similar to Dragon Ball Fighters in a lot of ways. So if it turns out people on the channel are interested, maybe we'll play some Dragon Ball Fighters and check that out. The other big release for me that I'm most excited about is obviously Soul Calibur 6, which is my second favorite fighting game franchise next to Tekken. And it's a perfect like companion franchise to Tekken because they're both fun for similar reasons, but they do different things for me. I'm very, very excited about that. And we've only seen very little in terms of Soul Calibur so far, but everything I've seen has looked super promising, and I'm very excited about that game. I'm confident that it's going to be a very powerful release as well. So that's super cool. The main thing, like in the short term, that I'm excited about is obviously the release of Noctis. Tekken is going to be the main focus of my channel going forward. Obviously, Noctis is probably the character that I'm most excited about of any new released character we've had, because he's the first one in a while that is not a 2D based character who comes from a 2D game with special cancels and projectiles and stuff. He's more of a traditional Tekken character, and that is something that I really appreciate. So we're gonna do a lot of stuff on him. I hope he's going to be fun to play, but he looks so far like he's going to be right up my alley, so that's super exciting as well. And then I've been thinking a lot about, you know, trying some other games, and maybe if I am able to upgrade my equipment in the short term, which is one of my main goals, actually trying out some streaming. That's one of the main requests I get, that you guys want to see me stream, and I haven't done that before. It's nerve-wracking because it's, you know, it's live and you have a much less control of the content that goes out and the things that just come out of your mouth, but it seems super cool. And one idea I had that I've been thinking about a lot that I think would be so cool is do like a live Q&A session where I go into a live game mode like practice or online in Tekken, and you guys can ask all of your questions directly, and then I can show you while I'm explaining, you know, the answer to your question, and we can have like a back and forth, which I think would be like so much more of a useful learning experience than, you know, watching a video and then sending a comment and then getting a reply. And that might not be, you know, exactly what you were looking for in terms of the answer either. So yeah, that's something I've been wanting to do, and if you think that sounds exciting, then definitely let me know, because that's probably going to come up. Speaking of comments, by the way, I think I must have the greatest viewer base anywhere on YouTube. I mean, when I made this channel, I expected there to be so much more negativity, and I was a little bit scared because, you know, there's so much hate floating around the internet, but I think I have something like 98% positive feedback. Everybody's like super loving and supportive. You're helping each other out in the comments and answering each other's questions. And when we do get criticism, it's usually very constructive. It's because somebody has a disagreement with something that I said, which is obviously fine because it creates this great dialogue about the game as well. So, I mean, I'm very impressed with you guys, and it's actually sort of like changed the way I view YouTube and people a little bit, because I've grown a lot less pessimistic about, you know, how people talk to each other on the internet by becoming a, you know, a minor content creator, and that's been a great experience as well. The channel has been growing at a steady rate of at least 1,000 subscribers per month, and it's actually speeding up right now, and it looks like it's going to keep on growing. So it's very exciting and very fun, and I'm going to try and make it like my main focus in terms of what I do with my spare time in the new year, and I hope you're along for the ride, because we're going to have a lot of fun together. That's going to be my goal. I'm not going to worry about subscribers or you know, growing in those terms. I just want to keep on having a lot of fun with you guys, because so far it's one of the most fun things that I've ever done, and it's just really, really great. Is there anything else we need to talk about? I think that's it. So look forward to new content very soon. I've already prepared notes for 2 more character guides that I'm going to make very soon. And I mean, I have notebooks of notes and stuff with like information and numbers that I want to make videos out of. There's so much stuff that I want to make, and the main bottleneck for me is just money and time. I want to upgrade my equipment, I want to have more time, but I think in the new year, you know, I'm trying to make one of those typical New Year's things where I'm gonna sleep more, work out more, eat better, and so I'm gonna have more time to be like constructive and actually make stuff and make better stuff. I hope to improve the quality of everything I do as well. So thank you to everybody in the Tekken community. Thanks to the makers of Tekken. I think they have been vindicated because their release, even though it was delayed for so long and people were getting really impatient, it ended up being such a huge success. And I think if you contrast that with the release of Street Fighter V, where it feels like, you know, the only thing anybody cares about is the versus mode. Let's just get the versus mode out there. The game is kind of in an incomplete state, and then it turned out to be a super troubled release. Namco wants to create like a perfect product before they make console release for Tekken, so they drag it out for a really long time, but then the game comes out and it turns out to be really amazing. One of the best Tekken games of all time. So super cool. Thanks to them, thanks to everybody else, and thanks to you for watching. Just gratitude and love all around, and I hope you had a great year. If you didn't, then I hope next year goes a little bit better for you. But for now, thank you so much for all of the great support, and look forward to more stuff very soon. Thank you so very much, and bye bye.